We're about to take it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Lee on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love got me going live on the radio. Two mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up 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 on the radio. Two mics and a mind. Two mics and a mind. Two mics and a mind. Two mics. Watch this. And a mind.
What up?
Welcome to
Welcome to the show. What's going on, everybody?
Everything's going well. How was your week? How was y'all week?
Well, I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. What more can I say? Oh yeah. As you can see in the background, I'm in the big city of an undisclosed location. But we broadcasting live. That's what we doing right here. And we got an excellent show headed up, lined up for y'all today. We got excellent topics. Ain't that right, Tula?
That's right. Before you guys start, I have to say, a couple of times, Bueno, you have said problem solving. And it's been in my mind while I've been doing sessions with certain teenagers. And did you know that a study says that it's not specifically problem solving, but actually it has to do with the problem solving situation. Improving young people's cognitive and interpersonal skills can be effective in treating anxiety and depression. So basically, for people that don't know what cognitive is the development on understanding, solving issues, thinking, the way they think, the way they're able to analyze situations. So for those parents out there that have kids that have this depression and anxiety, help them develop that problem solving that you were talking about, Bueno. And it'll help them with depression and anxiety. Just a little thought.
Well, I appreciate you. You know, I appreciate you for taking, sharing that, because that's cognitive, y'all, is also known as logic. And you need that when you're in the realm of problem solving. So I think that's really, really awesome that you even, considered that and you even added on more to that. So outstanding. As a matter of fact, Tula, would you like to add on more in regards to problem solving?
Problem solving. But before you say something about it, Tuli, I do have a question. You've seen some generations, right? Like when you were younger, when you were a teenager, do you feel like people have lost their cognitive as they grew? Do you feel like teenagers now and they are not able to analyze and problem solve as quick as your friends or your kids were able to in the past? Do you feel like there's been a difference in timeline with that?
Yes. And I have also noticed that there are a lot of loners, if you will. And I think the feeling of not needing someone else contributes to less problem solving, because okay, we got a problem, that's fine, I don't need you, you don't need me, I'm good by myself. So I think that kind of is going hand to hand with how kids are. They don't have the camaraderie that we used to have, and the thought that I need you, you need me. I mean, that song came out and it came out for a reason. There are a lot of songs that try to unite people and let people know that, we need each other. So I think those kids now don't have that. They don't get that you need somebody, not, need in the sense of just need them to get along. It's kind of hard to say, but I think that's the problem with the generation that you're talking about. That they're good being separate. They're good being by themselves.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that came with the pandemic, or was it before the pandemic? Because mental health increased tremendously during the pandemic. Bueno, you can also give me some opinions about and I want to hear about, because by the way, because I was talking about to some teenagers, and I did bring this problem solving because one of them said that their skills is problem solving. So, it was interesting to hear that, and I said how important problem solving is, and but it's important to know that problem solving is important, but also what is problem solving, right? Because they might say it, but when it comes to, okay, what about this situation? And then they don't tell me about a problem solving. Okay, you've heard it. But like Smitty said, like Thule said, those skills have not been developed because their social skills are not that developed. So with problem solving comes social skills. You're very talkative. So I'm guessing, you've learned from others and others learn from you, because conversational comes with that, like that learning that Thule was talking about. So do you think the pandemic affected that, or was it before the pandemic?
I think the pandemic may have exposed a situation that was already happening. I think that's probably what ended up happening. That's the best way to explain, is that the pandemic actually exposed something. So it didn't start because of the pandemic. It more so exposed it. And that's people's inability to solve problems. And, you kind of ask what does it really mean to solve a problem? What does it mean to solve a problem? And the answer to that is, I break it down to the simplest component. And that is, solving problems is basically conflict resolution. I have a conflict and I need to know how to resolve a conflict. And me reflecting back in my life, I consider when I was a child, I can remember a conflict that I had initially is I did not know how to tie my shoes. The conflict is I would have my shoes on and I didn't know how to tie them. And, people and adults would tell me, hey, if you don't tie your shoes, you're going to end up tripping and you're going to fall. You're going to end up hurting yourself. So you have to learn how to tie your shoes. So someone had to teach me how to tie my shoe. And even though they showed me how to tie my shoe, I would still kind of forget. And it kind of took practice and repetition till I got it right. That's the reality of what usually happens when you're trying to solve any type of problem. Solving any type of problem usually comes from experience of failures, going about things the wrong way until you actually learn how to perfect things the right way. And now you have solved that problem. That's typically the whole concept. And if your kids can learn that at an early age, oh my goodness, they will really, really, really be set in the future. What do you think about that, Dr. Joe?
I agree. A couple of that's interpersonal, right? Interpersonal skills. Helping your kid develop those interpersonal skills. It could be tying shoes. It could be, hey, if somebody's following me, what do you do? Like, that's problem solving, just like you said, by experience. They're experiencing that. They're trying to solve the issue. And if they're able to, usually it's because either conversational or experience, like you said. But a lot of parents do ask me, like, hey, how can I help my child improve their self-esteem? And self-esteem comes with getting rid of, that when the self-esteem grows, a lot of depression and a lot of anxiety does go away with that. So self-esteem, helping them experienced, I tell them, take them out, like you said, have them experienced. When you experience out there, I'm not saying crazy stuff, but for example, the studies say that when kids are able to experience things with parents, such as going to games, sports, or maybe going to nature, the zoo, or things like that, their self-esteem is a lot higher. And it's because they're experiencing these things and they're learning while they're experiencing. So their self-esteem is higher. They're able to have conversations when they're around people because they've experienced things. So I absolutely agree with you.
Hey,
Interpersonal skills, problem solving. I do, I have been using that when I speak to my kids, problem solving. And then I come again, problem solving comes with developing skills too, and strengths and personality. So yeah.
hey, well, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's one of the reasons that I wrote my book, is wanting to teach people how to problem solve too. It don't look like that. Don't do that.
You're welcome,
What you
Faith.
want to do
It was okay.
is, throughout my research, because Dr. Joe, she mentioned some research in the study that was going on showing how ultimately problem solving and building your cognitive skills actually promote and it decreases anxiety. It promotes a healthy brain space, and it actually decreases anxiety. And what I did when I wrote my book, as an author, for all y'all who tuning in, I am an author, I am a humanitarian, and I am a philanthropist, but I don't brag on what it is I do. I just do the work. So I just do the work. But
Yeah, I think you
nevertheless,
had a lot of experience when you were little. You had to have a lot of experience. Your self-esteem is pretty high.
you think so?
Well, like we won't get into that today. We can get into that another.
Why not?
Okay.
Okay, let's verify.
It's a very broad topic. Like it's a very broad topic. I would have to go into branches to explain your question.
Hey, well, that's no problem at all. We'll get to that and we'll dig that on another day on another level. But for all of y'all just tuning in, I want to say welcome. The two mics and a mind. We got a lot of good topics that heading up today. But first of all, what I want to do is, we just had somebody win an election. We just had a general election on the local side. And we just had someone officially win the election. As a matter of fact, tomorrow they're going to be certifying the votes. And as soon as they certify the votes, then it will be official that we have a new commissioner. Y'all give it to me. Put some nice congratulations, smiley marks in the chat. Congratulating your one, your only, your new Rockdale County Commissioner, Post 1.
Do we have effects?
Tawanya Smith. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Do we have effects here in this? No.
No, the chat room, they're gonna light up in the chat. The people in the chat, they're gonna light up in the chat. Go ahead, Tuli. This is time for your acceptance speech. Go ahead and take your acceptance speech, girl.
I accept that the people of Rockdale County have chosen me, Tawanya Smith, as their Commissioner, Post 1. I accept the challenge, I accept the duties, and I look forward to working and serving the people of Rockdale County.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Straight to the point. There we go. And you know what? I like the fact of what you're doing and how you was able to say such a heartwarming and touching speech. And most importantly, I like your sportsmanship. I like that about you, Tuli, because you've been through some hurdles, and despite the hurdles and disappointment and obstacles, you still was able to conduct yourself in an outstanding fashion. And I say that because while you giving your acceptance speech, somebody else had to give a concession speech. Oh yeah.
And I must say that Tuli's cognitive skills are pretty high. Now there's other women over here. Her cognitive skills are very low.
Hey, listen. What I want to do is I want to tie in the conversation that Dr. Joe was talking about cognitive skills, and I want to tie in Tuli's acceptance speech. And I just want to play a quick 2 to 3 minute little clip, and I want to get y'all take on these cognitive skills of the people who had to undergo a concession speech. Let's take a closer look.
The results are in, and Donald Trump is once again the president of the United States. But not everyone is happy. Kamala Harris's supporters have taken to social media in droves, crying, screaming, and throwing tantrums because the election didn't go the way they wanted. This woman couldn't even muster words and just screamed during her meltdown. And this woman took her meltdown to a whole new level, violently screaming in her car.
I'm sorry. No. Why? Do you happened?
And this woman went through a range of emotion throughout her meltdown.
What is wrong with you? I can't do this anymore. I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my stomach. What has happened to America? What has happened to democracy? What has happened to freedom? I'm done. This is a message to anyone who follows me. If you voted for Trump, unfollow me and block me. If you didn't vote, unfollow me and block me. The fact that it's this close means I've lost all hope in the American people. Like, it should not be this close. Why would anyone vote for this person? He's so evil. He's so demented. Kamala's not perfect. We all know that. We all know that. She is not a convicted felon, rapist, crazy fascist, dictator, psycho.
This man, dressed in only a rainbow scarf and beanie, couldn't quite comprehend the fact that people could vote for Trump.
What the hell? You cannot be serious. How did I wake up to this garbage as my president? That's right, garbage. I went to bed last night and she was ahead. I woke up to this freaking nightmare. Donald Trump? How? Does America have this many Nazi, Hitler following pieces of trash?
All right. We taking a pause right there. We taking a pause right there. What do y'all think about these sore losers? Talk to me.
I do not think that was authentic. I think it was just to get, just to do the video, but I don't think it was sincere. I don't think that was real. I think it was fake and set up, because I think if you were really upset, I don't think you would tell everybody. I don't think you would display that. If I was really upset, I think I would just, keep it cool.
You would go live, right?
I wouldn't go live and record myself being retarded, because I gotta stop. Hold on now. I mean,
yes, I always found that weird.
I don't think that would have. I don't think it's sincere. And there are people that probably cry, and they probably cried in private, because crying because you're disappointed about something is a private thing usually.
Yeah.
So I just don't. I don't that I will move by that stuff right there. I don't think it was true, funny, none of that. So that's just me though.
Yeah. What you say, Dr. Joe?
I think these people are literally representing the woman they're crying for. Is a representation of that.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It's scary. It's scary and it's sad, and it's and I'm glad that that's not the group of people that's going to be in the light of this country.
You said what?
I'm glad that that's not the group of people that's going to be in the light of this country, because I can't imagine she would have won. They would have destroyed this country. I don't know. It's just, to me, and like you said, Tuli, how in the world, when I see videos of people crying, how in the world are you able to put the phone in there? Okay, let me put the phone there and start crying, or let me put the phone there and start yelling. How?
Yeah, and then you didn't even. It's not like I was telling a story and then I got choked up.
Right.
So disappointed that what happened. Then you go into. But I turned my camera on just to scream. But then it's about us too, that you think that you can get away with that, because people, accept anything that people do now on TikTok and all that kind of stuff. So that's wrong. But I just nah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That whole thing right there is just, I'm just like, is it really that serious? People, they just getting in outrage, and I understand what you're saying, Tuli, about, why would you go live if you are disappointed, which is why even go live. But there's actually some people who are making news headlines that are actually going one step further than going live. As a matter of fact, there's a story coming up. It's in the Post Millennial. It's of this 82-year-old Washington woman charged with a hate crime after allegedly assaulting a brown-skinned Trump supporter. Y'all see that headline?
Yes.
Yeah, but I did not know about that. What?
Is it that serious? Is it really that serious to the point where
Do you see
now
what
you're
that's?
assaulting people
I
because
approached.
they're brown skinned Trump supporter?
I approached her and I said, I want to know why you're voting for Trump. That's the only thing. And I said, because you're brown skin.
That makes no sense. Because you're brown skin? That makes no sense.
I don't know. I have no idea, but I was able to go and find the videotape. So the videotape that I found is only about a little over a minute long. So I want to share this videotape with y'all, and maybe we can both look at it a little bit closer together because I haven't seen this footage before. So let's take a closer look and let's see what the video is showing.
I approached her and I said, "What? I want to know why you're voting for Trump. That's the only reason I wanted to know. That's the only thing." And I said, because you're brown skin.
Gina Powell says she was on the receiving end of that. She told me she'd never seen the 82-year-old until she was in her face.
Just shocked that just the presence of me, and she made it very clear it was my skin color.
Gina was with her friend Mary Jennings doing this, supporting Donald Trump, waving flags and signs, when she said the woman confronted her over her political beliefs and race.
And that's when she shoved me, pushed me back, and I said, don't touch me. And then not even a second, she just popped me right in my chin.
Here's how the woman arrested, who hasn't been charged, described it to police.
Was to push her away, and I put my hand to her chin.
And that's when Mary stepped in.
She punched me, but she connected and, it slammed my jaw shut.
Both women are physically okay, but it's been
she wasn't several people. Okay.
Wow, just start. I haven't been able to work yet. I'm still kind of in shock.
Edmonds police say they have established probable cause for a hate crime arrest and that the suspect continued to show no remorse for the incident.
Not everybody on the right is correct. Not everybody on the left is correct. Both sides can bring important information to the center.
Wow. What do y'all think about that?
That's crazy. Interesting.
What is going on? I don't know. And then in social media, I've seen a lot of people post about, like, if you guys voted for Trump, unfollow me. How guys are so why are people so angry? Like, just it is what it is. I've never been so upset about somebody winning or losing. I don't understand that.
With that article, Love Doctor, did that lady say she was did they say that she was a Harris supporter or a Trump supporter? I'm kind of confused is it because she can't support him because she's brown, or she's what was it? Can you let me know?
So the white lady was a Harris supporter and the black people were the Trump supporters. And she punched both of them in the mouth. That's two people. She smacked two people in the mouth. She came with it. That lady, 82 years old, that lady about that life.
Must be about getting life in prison.
Right.
Hey, that lady hit both of them in the mouth.
That's when cognitive thinking does not come through.
That's tight. I'm curious to know, were y'all surprised that y'all actually sit up and watch the results as they unfolded live?
I did.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I did. Good. Yeah, I did. I didn't want to, but I ended up doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really didn't want. I couldn't take it. It was. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to see it.
What you mean? What you mean?
It was a lot. I mean, it's just the whole thing. I know that feels like you brought that feeling back. It was like, ugh, that's just a very uneasy feeling. When you're waiting to see results, and I just left another party where the person was waiting. I was just like, oh, I know what you're feeling. I know the anxiety. I know exactly what you're feeling. It's
Wow, Tuli, it's funny that you say that. They call in a meeting telling us, hey, if people need mental health because of the elections, please be accessible for. And I was like, really? Like, wow, there's people that are going, and there's people that actually did call and ask for help for mental health, anxieties, and afterwards, I'm like, wow, I understand for people, certain people react differently. But I can't believe you were feeling that. You were feeling that, Tuli. That's
I actually
it was a lot.
It was like, I just felt, even though for her, I know when you're like, let's see, I don't know if she considered herself the underdog or whatever, but I can kind of relate to what I know she was probably feeling. It's a different feeling. You can't really describe it, but it's definitely a lot of high anxiety. And I know people said they didn't see her, she didn't say anything, and then when she lost, still, even if she had won, even when you win, it's just an exhausting feeling when it's over. It's like you just
wow.
You're so drained, you just lose everything. So I kind of get that,
And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to what you're saying. So I'm glad you're saying that, because I'm sure a lot of people can relate to what you're saying.
Yeah, it's different. It's something. It definitely is something. It's something.
Oh,
well, I think that I imagine that being that she's an incumbent, the feeling might have been a little different. I did watch Joe Biden's. He gave his concession speech today as well. Joe Biden gave his speech as well. Basically saying, hey, what's that loser speech? It starts something like, hey, want to thank everyone and their supporters to come out. The country has voted, and we have heard your voice, and I want to guarantee that it'll be a smooth transition for the next regime that come on. That little spiel. Everybody always say smooth transition. Those are the words they use. And he actually looked relieved.
Yeah,
he actually looked relieved. Like, man, I really don't want to do this no more.
Poor old man. Like, he's old. He needs to go rest.
He well,
we didn't want to do it.
Y'all she was gonna lose. I knew she was gonna lose.
He was happy.
Down. That she
I think he was happy that she lost.
I know she ain't gonna win.
I think he was happy that she lost.
Why?
Because there was a video around. I don't know if it was actually like made up, but he has a blue hat on top of his red one, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if it was a real. You can look for it, bueno, but I don't know if it was real. Like, for somebody not to support your own party, that is just, it says a lot. It was going all over social media. I was like, what is going on?
Well,
yeah. I mean,
okay.
Joe set her up. Somebody said Joe Biden set her up.
Hey, well, it is what it is. But I'll tell you one thing that I learned is when they talk about the polls, the exit polls, none of that stuff be true. Don't pay any attention to those exit polls and all those stats they put up, because this thing wasn't even close.
Yeah, because you showed us somebody said the prediction. The man, I guess he lost. He got his first loss. That's
right. That's right. Too.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about cognitive.
That man was changing. That man was changing his prediction. That man was flip flopping left and right. I say, this dude right here.
That's why I don't believe in that prediction stuff. You don't know until like everything is done. Like you can't. How?
I mean, sometimes,
Well,
yeah, but this race was really close. I don't think it was a lot held to the to the vest. A lot of people, because
when you say it was close, what do you mean?
The whole night it was close. I know.
I don't know what you were watching. It wasn't close at all. Hey, I was looking at like, man, if we playing space, we're not gonna be able to come back from this loss, right? Hey, even the game of space, you can't come back from this. I'm like, goodness.
Do you have the percentages?
I don't know what you were watching. I don't know what you saw.
I didn't see a runaway like that. Maybe because you know why? Because where we were, everything was on CNN. So maybe
that's where y'all went wrong. See, first of all, I want to say that the mainstream media definitely took the biggest L because I didn't even watch mainstream media at all. I was sitting there watching these podcasts and these live streamers, and they were spot on. They were calling that thing left and right. Oh yeah,
they were spot on, Bueno.
Because
they were spot on. Yeah, these people in the YouTube, these YouTube people. I put that up.
And what were they watching?
ABC. I put them up against it.
They were watching. You think they came up with
the news?
Listen, I've been watching this dude on YouTube. He's probably like 26 years old.
Oh,
this boy right here be breaking down county by county electoral maps, how to interpret them. He been breaking down from Jump Street, saying all these swing states is going to Trump. He like, don't believe the hype. It ain't even close. And I watched him at Doggone Justice Show. He called everything that boy called was spot on. They have YouTube channels where people would literally go and drive to swing states, and they would drive to all the big cities and the rural cities in the swing states, interviewing people on the streets, asking who you gonna vote for, who you gonna vote for, and they be like, "Hey, don't listen to them exit polls. We went out here to these swing states. We talked to people on the ground. It ain't what you think. It's gonna be red, red, red."
I think people say anything. First of all, it's not your business. So if I don't want you to know, I'll say whatever I want to say. Then there's going to be who I'm going to vote for. So I wouldn't. But everybody is different. You believe what you want to believe, I guess.
Yeah, everybody is different. Everything is different. But you see, I'm a political strategist.
Oh, that's
so
right.
I look at things from a whole nother level. Oh yeah, I'm a political strategist. Matter of fact, I got a 100% record. Every candidate that hires me as a political strategist, they win. As a matter of fact, this is my third election right here. I participated in the primary. They won in the primary. They did a runoff. They won the runoff. And I just did my general election. My candidate wins every time. I look at things from a political strategist perspective. That's what I do. Okay. So if y'all want to know, I can share with y'all some things that I uncovered.
Go ahead.
I don't know if y'all ready for this. Know if y'all ready for this, but
we're ready.
I want to share with y'all some things that I uncovered and some things that was really, really, really fascinating to me. Now, what I do is I take things, and I don't look at things from an all 50 states perspective. I take things, I look at it from a small county, and I make my projections based on the microcosm of events that I see in a small county. So we're going to start by right there. That being said, what I want to do is I want to share with y'all. I'm sorry.
What does microcosm mean?
Microcosm? Mm-hmm. So micro meaning small. It's meaning I'm taking a smaller piece of the pie, but I'm using that small piece of the pie to project the overall entire extremities.
Microcosm means what?
Microcosm, right? Correct. That's what it means. Dr. Joe, look up the definition real quick. We got time.
What you say it means?
What?
Hold on. We finna pull it up. We finna pull it up in Google. I'm finna show you. I'm finna show you the Google definition of the word microcosm. Cause the only way you're gonna know is if you ask. I appreciate you for asking, Tula, because a lot of people sit up there and they act like they know it a minute they don't know. But I appreciate your honesty, saying you don't know what it means. So I'm gonna break it down for you, show you what it means. Here you go, right here on the screen. Microcosm. Go ahead, read that for me, Tula.
A community, place, or situation regarded as encapsulating in miniature the characteristic qualities I guess, or features of something much larger.
Bam. So you
That
take a miniature characteristic and
that
you
is
use that to project something that's much larger.
that wasn't right, but that's what you want to use. That's fine.
That's what we do. Well, you know, I got an accent, so when I'm explaining stuff, it
Oh,
might
you
sound
have
a little
an
different.
accent now.
Yeah. You know, I got an accent. But what
That's
I want to do
Since
is
when?
what I did. I'm gonna share this with y'all. I'm gonna try to make it quick as possible. So, me as a political strategist, as an undefeated political strategist, by the way, what I did is I first went to the 2020 projections and I looked at the results of the 2020. So, when you take a look at the results of the 2020, can everybody see this on the screen?
Yes, sir.
So this is 2020. This is the presidential election from 4 years ago. What ended up happening is 4 years ago, something that caught my eyes. I'm gonna blow this up. This says absentee by mail. In other words, according to, can y'all see that? It says 12,621 people voted absentee ballot.
Yes.
Y'all see that?
Yes.
12,621 people voted absentee ballot. That's almost 20% of the people who voted actually did it by absentee ballot. So you know what? Let's take a minute. Let's explain to them what absentee ballot is. Tula, tell them what an absentee ballot is, Tula.
It is a ballot that allows you to vote without being present on any of the election days.
Exactly. It's a ballot where you fill it out, you put it in the mail, and they mail it right back to the supervisor of elections office, and they count your vote once it's mailed. So it doesn't require you to appear personally in order to vote. So keep that in mind. That's 2020. There's 12,621 people. Keep that number in mind. Dr. Joe, again, that number is 12,621. You got that number, Dr. Joe?
Yeah, right now.
All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to pull up the results that just took place on this particular Tuesday that just passed. This is 2024 election results. And according to the 2024 election results, look at the absentee ballot numbers right here. You only had, can y'all see that? That's 2,502. 4% of the population voted absentee ballot. Do y'all see that?
Yes.
So that means 10,000 less people voted absentee ballot. So when I saw that trend,
but that was COVID.
No,
that wasn't after COVID.
That's the excuse that people want you to believe is that was COVID.
Okay,
That's the excuse.
Sorry, go ahead with your theory, please. I'm sorry. Please excuse me. Go ahead.
You got to keep in mind. What ended up happening is there was a claim, if y'all remember, there was a claim that it came from the Republican side saying that, hey, there's been an abnormal spike in absentee ballots that's unjustified, and they suspect it to be foul play.
Yes, they did.
So what I end up doing is I end up looking at those numbers. And I said, you know what? I don't know if they wrong. I don't know if they right. But what I do know is it sounds like this time right here, we had a fair election. So I called up Trump and I told Trump that he was right. And what Trump did is Trump actually invited me. Believe it or not, he invited me to he had a party. He had a celebration party. A lot of people haven't seen this because it's exclusive, but I was actually on the stage and I had a chance to record it. So I want to share with y'all. It's a 1 minute clip of the Trump celebration party. Let's go. Uh-oh, we ain't got no sound. We ain't got no sound. Hold on. We ain't got no sound. Uh-oh. It messed up. Hold on. Here we go. It messed up. Hold on, let's start it over. Technical difficulties, everybody. Technical difficulties.
And
here we go.
James Harris was recording.
There you go. Oh, that thing was hype. That thing was hype right there.
Okay.
That party right there was hype. Listen. Trump had it going on. That thing was so hype. What's that? Somebody said they want to see it again. Hold, let me play it one more time for that person who ain't get to see it. Somebody want to see it. There it go.
Oh.
Hey. That party was hot. I had front row seats to it, y'all. Front row seats. It was amazing. It was amazing indeed. Oh yeah. So now, tell y'all what, interested, looking forward to the future, seeing what the future has in store and all that stuff. But more importantly, I want to all just congratulations to Smitty, Tawanya Smith one more time today. I want y'all to know I had my Tawanya Smith shirt on today. That's what I did. I had on a jacket because it was a little chilly. I had my jacket on, so he couldn't see it. I had it on. I had the shirt on, so I appreciate you. Tawanya, tell us, when is the big day? When is your inauguration?
Soon.
In December.
All right. We got to celebrate. Do you know where it's going to be located at? Are they still picking the venue?
Yeah, all that is,
Yeah, well, I tell you what, find out if we could bring our own food.
Why?
Because we celebrating.
Why would you bring your own food?
Because it's a celebration. You ain't never heard of a tailgate?
Are you going to cook? If you're cooking those beans, you don't have to bring that.
We have a tailgate party in the parking lot. So wherever it is, we tailgating in the parking lot.
Note to self, don't tell you when. I got it. Okay, sure.
That's what we doing. Yeah, we tailgate, we celebrate. Now we doing. Listen, you got to act professional. We don't.
Oh my gosh, yes. That's true.
So you go up there and
She
you act
knew that
real
from the
professional.
beginning.
We going back there in the background.
She learned that.
Parking lot. Listen, you think Trump got a party? Listen, you finna have a party. We already working on your theme song. We already got it. Matter of fact, Tula, you gonna perform?
Perform where?
At the inauguration.
No.
You know what? The people out there watching it, do you tell people that you sing? And got a CD, got an album?
I do not sing. And no, I do not tell people that. If I song,
He just did.
I don't sing. Anyway, we got a whole show. It ain't about Tuli today.
It is about you. You just won, girl.
Oh, so did Donald. But yes, okay. I did officially.
Yeah. Congratulations indeed. I'm just curious to know in the chat room if we can have anybody join the show, Tuli. If y'all can post a link in the show, because I'm curious to know what other people think about the recent reactions and stuff. I want y'all to call in. I want y'all to share y'all thoughts, share y'all reactions. Let us know what you think, because this show is about you. Because that's the reason why she called it Two Mics and the Mind. Ain't that the reason you call it Two Mics and the Mind? Because who the mind and who the mics? What was that?
It all depends on the night.
And
sometimes we're just the mic. Sometimes
is it true that you got a brother named Michael and your middle name is Michael? So you call him Two Mics?
What? None of that. So I don't have a brother named Michael that I know that I'm aware of. My middle
your
name.
Your middle name not Michael?
No, sir.
Two Michaels and a mind. And he was like, nah, don't just short it up. Don't call it Two Michaels and a mind. Call it Two Mics and a mind. She was like, okay.
Happened. No, you're so sick.
Yeah. That showed up how that ended up happening. That showed up how they happened. So yeah.
Passed. Did y'all know that?
Who passed?
What did you say to me?
Jones.
Yes, I heard this week.
Boy, you didn't
Wasn't
know.
he?
No, I didn't know nothing about Quincy Jones passed.
Are you serious?
No, I've been watching the election.
Okay, that was one day.
Okay.
No, there ain't no one day. That's like all week. Everywhere you turn. Let me see if I can find an article about Quincy Jones passing away. Wow.
Are
When did he
you
die?
serious?
Yesterday?
No, it had to have been. It was
November 3rd.
okay. So that was what, Sunday, Monday, Saturday.
That was like Saturday.
Sunday.
Or Sunday.
Quincy Jones
Mhm.
dies at 91.
Yeah, he was 91. Wow.
Wow. It says as a producer, he made the best-selling album of all time, Michael Jackson's Thriller.
That's Thriller. Absolutely. I already knew that. Yep.
Oh, wow.
He was 91. Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
It's beautiful to get to that age.
With
Oh,
your
he
health
was
and your faculties, yeah.
Man, look at that. Look
Mhm.
at that. Quincy Jones.
One of my favorite things about Quincy Jones was watching him direct the orchestra. I can't think of the song on top of my head what he was doing that with, but it was really nice. Let me see if I can find it here. But yeah. So yes, he's gone. Mhm.
Oh, wow. You know what? I never really knew who Quincy Jones was. But as a kid coming up, I used to eat at that restaurant called Quincy. Is that owned by Quincy Jones?
Why didn't you know who Quincy Jones was? You were into music. So
Because he don't sing. He don't sing. He behind the camera. He not in front of the camera. I only see the people that's in front of the camera.
Okay. At least you're honest.
Yeah, I am honest. When I was a little kid, I only seen people who was in front of the camera. If you weren't in front of the camera, I wouldn't see you.
Oh man, wow, that's okay.
But do y'all remember that restaurant Quincy's?
Somebody said I always wanted to attend an orchestra. Me too.
Oh my God! Tell you is the most. That is oh my gosh, that is an incredible experience.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, I wouldn't say incredible, and the reason why I wouldn't say incredible is because I actually played in the orchestra, and I played in it for several years. So when I played in it, it just seemed like routine to me. But it is the people who haven't been, I would think it's very, very, really, really nice.
I'm talking about in Atlanta Symphony Orchestra,
right?
I played in the concert band. I played in the symphonic band. I also played in the jazz band.
Oh, I didn't play.
I done did it. I done did all the bands.
Okay.
Matter of fact, they tried to get me to sign up to play in a garage band as well.
I see that.
Oh yeah.
Put you in the garage.
Come on, y'all. Ask me more questions. Ask more questions about it. As a matter of fact, ask me what instruments did I play?
What
instruments?
All of them.
For real? What woodwind did you play?
No, I didn't play the woodwind.
Okay, that ain't all of them then.
Actually, I did play the woodwind. Now that I think about it.
What brass instrument did you play?
All of them.
Just name me one.
Trombone.
Okay.
Baritone. Oboe. Clarinet.
Those are woodwinds. Those are woodwinds.
So the woodwinds I played because I got a woodwind sound on the keyboard.
Oh my gosh.
I can't. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's how you played all the instruments in your keyboard?
That's how you play them on the keyboard. That's how I did all of them right there on the keyboard. But no, so real talk. I played the it's called the recorder. It wasn't made out of wood, it was made out of plastic, Thule. Right. But that's what I played. I played the recorder. But that is technically a woodwind because that's shaped that right at the clarinet. So that's what I played.
Exactly what classifies a woodwind. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You play the clarinet, Thule?
I sure do.
Let me see your armature. Yeah, that's a poor armature. It's been a while. We're gonna get you right though. But see, I be knowing all about that.
What?
So, ladies and gentlemen, I was known as a percussionist. So, as a percussionist, I had to learn how to play multiple instruments, and that's everything from the drums all the way down to the timpani, all the way down to the xylophone, the bells, the triangles, the cymbals. You name it. I done did it.
My
I
cousin
did it
tried to
on a
make me play the
professional level.
piano, and I did not like it. I said that's not for me. I did play the ring stick.
Tuli, what happened? Why you stopped playing? Was it in high school or middle school when you played?
What, the clarinet?
Yeah.
No, I played it in college. I was in
Hold on. Hold on. Whoa.
You have it there? Do you have one in there?
I still have my clarinet. I sure do.
You still got a clarinet?
No, heck no.
What? No way. There's no way you could.
I have to have my pads changed, and I have to have it tuned up. Okay. I'm sure. And I can get some reeds because they get old. So yeah.
Listen, what y'all don't know, people who out there watching, but since I was in a professional orchestra and symphonic and concert band and jazz band,
yeah,
one thing that's disgusting is those woodwinds because the reed, they have to spit, lick it, like wash of spit.
You
and
do?
They have to clean it, and they blow all these wads of spit on the ground. I'm like, are y'all serious?
No. That's a freaking trumpet now.
I done seen it come out the clarinet. It drips out the clarinet too. It's disgusting.
It will come out. It will. But you do have to wet your reed. It has to be soft. You do have to.
It has to be soaked in spit.
Yeah,
and without spit. And right there in the middle, inside the building, where would you drop the spit at? Where the spit drop?
Oh, you're right.
Ew. Come out of a woodwind like that. No, it doesn't.
The band room is the most dirtiest, disgustingest room ever.
Yeah.
They spit all over the floor. It is totally disgusting. There's no way COVID could have existed back them in them days because it'll shut down the whole band. People just spitting all over the band room. Just disgusting.
Oh, they wouldn't be playing. They didn't play during COVID. That was crazy. That would be crazy. That's it's way too many germs. Yeah. But I wouldn't, like that. Dwayne, goodness. I don't know what these kids do nowadays. Who knows? They probably just spit all over the floor, but we didn't do that. We did just let it out.
But back on that note about Quincy's, I was asking, when I was a little kid, there was a restaurant called Quincy's. Is that what Quincy Jones?
No, that you talking about the all you can eat place?
Yeah, did he own that?
No, I don't think
y'all don't remember this.
I remember. Yeah, it was in South Georgia. It was out there where I used to go to school.
Listen, this right here was the best eating right here.
It was in
look at these pictures. Oh my goodness. Look, they're on the building. And they had the best yeast rolls. These yeast rolls right here with that butter. Oh my goodness. Anybody in the chat room? Do y'all remember them Quincy's? Oh my goodness.
Yep. That's right.
Thing was delicious indeed. Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Oh, Quincy Jones. Oh, you so lame. No, that wasn't him.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's the only Quincy though I knew growing up. I didn't know about Quincy Jones till after I graduated college and stuff.
I cannot believe that.
Dr. Joe, you didn't know about Quincy Jones either, did you?
Not when I was growing up, but on my 20s, yes. I learned about it.
Smitty, people behind the scenes, behind the camera, they weren't important. As a kid, you only worry about the people that's on the camera.
I guess.
Yeah, I didn't find out about these people behind the camera until later. Did y'all want to be on TV when y'all was a kid?
Be on TV.
I did.
I actually auditioned to be, and I was selected or whatever for an audition to be on TV.
To do what?
I don't know. I ain't get the part.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I think it was called the Buckaroo Club. It's like a lot of kids after school show, whatever. A lot of kids called the Buckaroo Club, and I was auditioning to be on the Buckaroo Club.
Kind of like Zoom.
Oh.
Kind of like what?
Like Zoom, come on and Zoom, come on and Zoom. No.
What you said?
Yeah.
What was that you singing? What was that?
The song.
The song, come on and Sue, come on and Sue, come on. You never show that show? You might almost my age.
What's the name of the show called? Sue, come on, Sue.
Zoom.
Zoom? No, I just found out about that COVID. Before COVID, I ain't know nothing about Zoom.
What? You didn't grow up watching that?
I don't think you did either.
I did. I was always watching that show and the projects they did.
Did anybody in the chat room know what she talking about? Tula, you know what she talking about?
I sure do.
What explain to me, what is she talking about?
It's a show. It's a television show for kids. It's called Zoom. I think it's called Zoom.
Yeah.
So they did little things,
projects, activities.
I think that was yeah.
All the time after school, I used to watch it.
Was it a cartoon?
No, it was kids doing projects, science projects.
Oh wow! I see what you're saying. Is this it?
Yes.
Come on and Zoom. Come on and Zoom. Come on and Zoom.
Oh, this is like a Nickelodeon show or something?
No.
No, Nickelodeon. I don't know if it was out. Well, it might have been.
We used to watch it on a regular channel. It wasn't even on Nickelodeon.
Oh, it says PBS. It was on PBS.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes. It was like 13 in Jersey. Channel 13. How can you not watch it? Florida didn't have this show. Part of Florida didn't have it.
I've never heard of that. I grew up in a Christian family, so I wasn't able to watch everything. So that right there might have been second.
It was like science projects. It was like they used to play games and they used to learn out of the games. How you not? What are you watching?
Learn about your childhood. Did y'all have TV? Is that something you want to talk about?
Right.
Yeah, but I ain't never had no Zoom. No, I watch cartoons.
You don't know about Zoom. What else? Let's talk. We can get to the root. What's going on? We're here. We're here for you. Come on, tell us about it. What happened?
Listen. I'm here for y'all. I was just talking to Dr. Joe earlier about how to solve problems. She was telling me she values that whole logic behind solving problems too, and I know that you do too. So I'm here to help because, like I told people to get in the show, I'm actually a philanthropist. Dr. Joe, you know what that means too? Y'all know what a philanthropist is?
Tell us what a philanthropist is.
Yes, please.
I tell you what. How about this? I could show you.
Don't Google it. Don't Google it now.
Don't Google.
Yeah. And I'm a humanitarian as well.
How do you so do you like to, you work for the good of others?
A philanthropist is someone who donates their time, money, skills, or talent to improve the lives of others.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is. I want to encourage other folks out there to engage in philanthropy.
But
very, it's a fulfilling.
A lot of people
equate
money with philanthropy.
What you said?
I said a lot of people just equate money with philanthropy,
and they wrong for doing that.
And a lot of people, if you're doing something, you're a philanthropist. So now you can add that to your resume or description. Now that you know the true definition of what a philanthropist is or what the art of philanthropy is, it may be something that you're actually doing.
That's true. Mm-hmm. That's true. So it's a lot of folks out there. If y'all unemployed, y'all looking for a job, an easy job that's always hiring is a philanthropist.
That's a fact.
They always hiring.
Look at the woman that he said
always hiring. Oh yeah.
He used to always watch Zoom too on Channel 13. That's right, woman. Not.
Listen. I'm giving y'all some good jobs that's hiring. One of them is a philanthropist, and the other one is let me look up the word. It's a humanitarian.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one right there.
Yeah, that's a different one. Mm-hmm. You don't do nothing, but you can promote it.
A person who seeks to promote human welfare. That's what you want right there. Now, those two jobs right there is always hiring, a humanitarian and philanthropist. Y'all go ahead and get that money.
Make
it do what it do. Make it do what it do. Oh, yeah.
You could.
So that being said, what's been going on in y'all life lately, ladies? Talk to me.
What was that article you sent, Joe?
Yeah, post it in the private chat so I can post it up here.
I do. Have you guys been to Louisiana? I'm just I have to express while we're looking at this article.
You heard how she pronounced that word, Tula?
Yes,
well,
I did.
bear with me. Just like you have an accent, I have an accent too. I came here when I was.
We got
bear
you.
with me.
Oh, I ain't judging. Listen, I'm not judging.
Oh, no, we got you.
Have you guys been?
I have.
Do you like it?
I have been.
No, I'm gonna tell you, I went one time, and the one time I went, it was called the Super Fog. I don't know if y'all have ever been a part of a fog storm where it's nothing but fog, the super fog. I went there and literally you couldn't see nothing. You couldn't see within 10 feet in front of you, driving or nothing. It was so dense of fog. It was called the super fog in Louisiana. I remember going there, and I was there for that one day that it was there. It was a different feeling. Oh my goodness.
Somebody called the armpit of USA. This is the second time I go. They speak so great about it. Honestly, it was not even like the food. It was horrible.
I went for the Bayou Classic.
Did you like it?
You know, I mean, I was going. You know, I love a marching band. I love marching band. So you know, but it was actually we almost it was very dangerous. We were in the French Quarter, and somebody started shooting, and it was I think it was maybe 5 of us, and this guy pushed us in this doorway, pushed us out of the street into the doorway. Yep.
Wow.
Out of the way
to help you guys.
Yeah, he did. And we stayed in a bed and breakfast, and it was just. That was the first time I stayed in one of those things like that, and it was just kind of creepy. I think it was just like we were just scared because first of all we were down there like we were just really grown, but we weren't. But yeah, but that it was that was kind of I think that was the last time I was in Louisiana.
Did you enjoy the experience or not really?
I don't think if I judged it now, that would be fair. I would have to go again. I think considering when I went and who I was with and things that happened, I don't think that would be fair. But I don't remember the food being all that. I just remember when Fat Tuesday came to Atlanta. That was fun. But otherwise, I don't even know if we were great.
I was like, what ain't going on in here? The weather is nice. I do have to say that.
What was your experience like when you went, Dr. Joe?
This was my second time, and can you believe I couldn't remember I went before until I got to the airport? I'm like, oh.
Yes, it's one. That's why I said I don't know if I went more than once, but you're right. You're right.
That's how bad it is, because you remember a place that's nice, and I was like, wow, I've been here. Oh, I came here like last year. So then I'm there trying to find food. Horrible. The food is horrible. I mean,
I tried. Taste buds, I guess, and I don't know. They have good beignets, though.
They have good what?
Beignets up here. Now I have beignets here. They said they come from Louisiana, but
wouldn't go again. I mean, if I have to, but it's just to me.
I don't think I want to go again. It's a lot of swamp, but when I went, it was horrible. There was like 150 car pile up because of the super fog. You couldn't see the cars in front of you, so a car would just run into another car in front and just keep on hitting bow, 158 cars. And I was close to it. I was close to it, but I couldn't see it, and I could smell the fire. I smelled something burning, but I couldn't see it.
Oh, that was burning rubber.
Well,
whoever on prime time is on point. Love the people. The people were super sweet. Hate the state. Smelled musty everywhere. That was very.
I saw a dead body too on the side of the road.
You saw what?
A dead body on the side of the road.
Ooh!
From the accident.
No, it's just like a homeless dude. Look like the life of all the blood and everything. And he died probably hours ago, and he just never.
First of all,
somebody never came and got it. It was just laying on the side of the road.
That is so sweet.
Matter of fact, none of y'all heard of the super fog?
No, I have not.
No.
Look, I found a real quick clip. It's like a minute long. Let me share y'all because a lot of people, I think like 7 people died or something like that. But I remember it was like 150 cars had piled up.
Oh wow!
Check it out.
What is amazing video here.
Yeah, and we're talking about now a cleanup that's going to be continuing through the morning after a pileup involving well over 150 vehicles, and now we know at least 7 people have died. Take a look.
Can't see anything.
Out of an
Wow.
This was the reality along an interstate there, not too far away from New Orleans in Louisiana. And to blame for this, at this point, it's believed super fog in the area. And that was a combination of some smoke from some nearby marsh fires and then dense fog right during the morning commute. So we were seeing a series of wrecks here right along what would be a busy Interstate 55 there outside of New Orleans. There's a long stretch here this morning of still mangled and cars that caught fire, not only cars, but trucks and tractor trailers there. You can see that mess there. And we know the death toll now sits at about 7, and at least 24 people were hurt during all of this. And now there is a warning that death toll could rise this morning.
Let me ask you something. Why were you driving if you knew it was that was going on?
I didn't know it was that. I went there on a trip. I didn't know there was going to be a Super Bowl on the day of the trip where I landed. But I landed at the airport and I rented a car and I started driving around. And I mean, just like anybody who's never been around a city, you don't know where you're going. You just follow your GPS and it just gets, you know, it's in the morning time. So you're thinking, hey, it's just like do and miss. And you're like, hey, it's just a little small pocket. But it got deeper and deeper to the point you couldn't even see the cars in front of you.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And I remember I even got a ticket like a month later in the mail. I got a ticket because one of the cameras, I guess, caught me breaking the law or whatever, or whether it was breaking the speed limit or whatever.
Breaking the law or
something. I think it was like the school. It was early in the morning, so you know when the school speed limit signs and stuff are on, you couldn't see none of that. I should have fought it, but I'm not from there, so I'm like, I'm not going back there to fight this. I'm just gonna pay this ticket and just take the L.
Right. Yeah.
I know why they say that anyway.
Oh yeah. But
what article are you talking about, Tuli?
Oh, I thought you said you had one.
The 12-year-old?
I don't know.
Yeah, post that article. Send it to me so I can post it.
Okay. I think it was.
Pardon.
So, but you guys said you travel a lot. What would be a state that you guys enjoy traveling to and would like, travel often?
A state?
Yes, state.
Tuli, you take that first, Tuli. I'm curious to know what your answer is going to be from the country girl.
What? Travel? I would like to go Washington, D.C. Washington.
You've never been?
Yeah, I've been. I think you said like to travel to.
Yes.
Which one is it?
You've been, so you enjoyed it. You would like to go again.
Washington.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
First of all, the food was absolutely delicious. That's number one.
That's not true.
I think the food is good.
The food was good for me. The kebab, that was delicious. I enjoyed those immensely. And I would like to, now that I've learned so much, I've been there before. I actually been there twice. I went the first time. I learned a lot about, the history, but I was younger. So I would like to go back now to look at things and see things because I have a different perspective on what I'll be seeing. So I would like to connect some dots.
I got you right here. I connect the dots for you.
What is it?
What you trying to see?
I already know what you're gonna say. I already know. Somebody said Texas food is amazing. It's a must.
I would like to go to the White House. I would.
I went.
You didn't go to the White House? I went on the White House. They let me in the White House.
Me too.
No, they didn't.
I was too little to enjoy. I was so bored.
No, I remember parts of the White House when I went.
I was so bored. I have to.
I
tell
went
you.
before 9/11, so security wasn't as hyped up as it is now. You know.
You went before? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Joe, what's your state that you like?
I actually, before Pennsylvania got how it got right now I feel like it's gotten it's being destroyed. I really like Pennsylvania, and then I also like Florida.
Oh yeah, now I see why you like Florida, but I don't see why you like Pennsylvania. I've been
You know,
to
that was
Pennsylvania.
when I like I said, when I went to Washington, D.C., I was a little girl and I was so bored. And they took me to PA and to the history areas. And I
Right.
found it so interesting. Like Betsy Ross, I saw like the flag. I saw a whole bunch of things that I thought it was like, wow, like this is so interesting. Although some things were lies, I still found it interesting to see those artifacts still there. Also, I had friends and I have family there. And around the Rocky Balboa, I think that's so nice. People get to go run. It's like I don't know, it's very some areas it's like people are very close, they know each other. So that's why I really like Pennsylvania and then Florida, because the weather, the weather. I just love the weather.
I think a city like that both of y'all are like. I'm sorry, what you saying, Tula?
I said maybe I didn't say Florida because I'm always thinking driving. I would hate to drive there, but I guess I could go to Florida.
I agree with y'all. Florida is the best.
I didn't say the best now, let's not push it.
You said that what you like. You said you like Florida. I agree with all y'all. I like Florida.
it. Yeah, it's not the best. I don't say the best. I still have a lot of other states to go to. I'd like to go to Texas to see how that is. That state is. I heard it's nice.
No. Well,
I'm gonna tell y'all where y'all should go. Believe it or not, where both of y'all should go. And I'm saying this because I know both of y'all have not been there. I won't name places if I know one of y'all been already, but a place that y'all have never been that I think y'all really like is, drum roll, Buffalo, New York.
I've been there.
No, you haven't.
What do you mean? I've been
No, you
there.
haven't. You haven't been there. Let me finish telling you the story.
Okay, go ahead.
You don't know
So what y'all do is you fly into Buffalo, New York, and you drive 30 minutes away from Buffalo, and you'll hit Canada, and you'll see Niagara Falls. Y'all have never seen Niagara Falls. It is most beautiful, and y'all can do it in a day trip. You can take a plane. Y'all can leave around 8 o'clock in the morning, come back around like 6 o'clock that night, and y'all will really enjoy Niagara Falls. It is beautiful.
I heard.
Fly into Niagara Falls, you got to drive, or you just chose to drive?
Now, yeah, if your money right, you can fly right over there. But I mean, if you balling on a budget, you need to fly into Buffalo. You save probably about $800 if you just fly to Buffalo.
My husband will not want to get out of the drive.
No, so you would have to fly into Buffalo, Tula.
He wouldn't do that.
That's the only way you can get there, unless you're gonna fly into Canada.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so yes.
Okay, so let me back up because I see what you're saying, but I realize you went to public school. So for those people who don't know,
hold on, put a pause.
Niagara Falls is a river. Okay, Niagara Falls is a river. On one side of the river is Buffalo, and on the other side of the river is Canada. So when you're saying, hey, when I'm telling you to fly into Buffalo, and you saying no, you rather fly into Canada, it's the same thing. You fly into Buffalo is right across the river from Canada.
Why didn't you just say go to Canada?
Right.
Because the question was states. The question was
but
states.
then you said,
and if you go to Niagara Falls, then the popular airport of destination is Buffalo. People who go to Niagara Falls fly into Buffalo.
I ain't got time for you, Wayne. But that's not even in the United States. But we were talking about places in the United States.
Buffalo is in the United States.
I didn't talk about that. So why didn't you just say stay in Buffalo?
Because the view from the Canada side is so much more beautiful.
I don't have time for you.
Canada is nice. I've heard Canada is nice.
Y'all will really like Niagara Falls.
My family flew from El Salvador just to go to the Niagara Falls, and they like, you want to come? But when you're little, you're like, no, I'm not going. And I should have gone because I didn't get that experience. And now I have never been able to experience it. One of these days I will go just to see how it is.
So I went on, they had a special. You can get 2 plane tickets, a boat ride to Niagara Falls, and the rental car, and the restaurant food was all inclusive, about $200 for everybody.
Tilly,
That's shameful.
hold on. What do they give you to eat though? I need to know.
That's shameful. They
What they
probably
give you to eat?
Yeah, what was the food?
Oh, the food
200.
was delicious. The food was actually in Canada, and Canada don't have all those preservatives, so it's a lot more healthy. So it was
Why
a
they
strip.
don't? Why they don't? People kill me with this. Why they don't?
Because it's against the law to eat all that stuff that the American food, to put all that stuff in the food. It's illegal to do it in Canada.
Rochester, it is a dump. Womanati, that is very true. Rochester is a dump. It's so nasty in there.
Okay,
And now,
what kind of boat you was on?
It's a big old Niagara Falls boat that take you right up to the falls. They take you in the river, and you ride up to the falls, get splashed, and come on back.
he said you get splashed.
You made $2 chicken and a splash.
I might as well go to Dorney Park and just get splashed with the water.
Hey. All I'm saying, both of y'all ain't never see it. It's one of the wonders of the world. So
I'll experience it. I definitely have to experience it. You correct.
y'all definitely got to see it, and they be running specials on the ticket, so you can do that.
So it was a combo ticket. You did it. It was a
I went and I split it up, and I found specials, put them all separately, and got it all. Boom, and it was just affordable on the weekend. I went on like 4th of July.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was beautiful. Fireworks, whole thing was really nice. Crowded, lots of people. For whatever reason, I don't know, but people from India, I don't know if that's a religious day for them, and Niagara Falls had some sort of, they have to pay homage to it or something. I don't know, but when I went there, I felt like I was in India. A whole lot of Indian people all around. The culture.
What is wrong?
So
Yeah.
they didn't do 4th of July celebrations, correct?
Yes.
Why would they do that?
Because it's Americanized. Even though it's a different country, it's still Americanized.
Oh.
And again, keep in mind, it's right there on the American borderline. So even though you're in Canada, you still got American vibe feel to it.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
But enough about that. Whose story is this? Is this a story somebody just sent? Is this Resident Joe's story? Did you want me to share this story?
Yeah, you can share the story. I shared it a while back.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and post it on the screen. You can take over, okay?
What?
A 12-year-old Newton County student facing felony for toy gun at school, deputies say.
Hold on.
12-year-old student. Can you believe that?
Why did he?
Toy gun?
Toy gun.
I'm just trying to figure out why. Yeah.
Could I play this video?
Yeah. Felony.
5 Newton County deputies have arrested 6 young people for bringing weapons or making threats at school this month alone.
Fox 5's Kim Leffler joins us from the sheriff's office with more details. And Kim, this is disturbing. Some of these kids are as young as 11 years old.
Yeah, the young people arrested this month range in age from 11 to 14 years old. And deputies want families to know they're taking incidents like this seriously. County Sheriff's Office is cracking down on young people making threats or bringing weapons to school.
This isn't a joke. These are felony charges that stay on your record.
On Monday, a 12-year-old boy was arrested for bringing a toy gun to Liberty Middle School. Deputies also arrested a 13-year-old boy from Liberty, an 11-year-old boy and 13-year-old girl from Clements Middle School, and an 11-year-old boy from Indian Creek Middle School for making verbal and online threats this month. Deputies say a 14-year-old boy also faces charges for bringing a knife to Alcovy High School in his backpack last week.
What we have seen with these cases is verbal threats in the classroom towards students and teachers, or online threats on Facebook or Instagram, threatening to bring a gun to school or harm another student.
Like many other districts, Newton County saw an uptick in threats following the deadly shooting at Appalachia High School last month, and it's continued through October. While the Newton County school system does have a program called Champs in 5th grade classrooms that talks about the dangers of making threats or bringing weapons to school, deputies say it's crucial for families to also step in.
It's really important for the parents and guardians to tell their children that we are taking this seriously and that there are consequences for their actions.
The sheriff's office turned all of those cases this month over to the juvenile court system. Deputies also encourage anyone who sees any suspicious activities or other concerns within the schools to give the sheriff's office a call right away. Live this afternoon in Newton County, Kim Loeffler.
Wow.
Why? Like, they arrested them, and do these kids get charged for this?
Wow.
For toy guns?
I mean, but you can't be making threats and all this stuff. I mean, we live in a climate now where so many people and so many students actually do, fulfill those threats. You got to do everything you can to prevent that and lock that up. You can't. You got to have a zero tolerance.
And such little kids, 11 to 14. I don't know what's going on.
I wonder why, but I mean, that's good. I wouldn't want anybody to. I'm okay with that, actually. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Arrest for them to get arrested.
Yeah, that's against the law.
Yeah, I'm okay. I think I'm okay with it.
I think what they actually did is they actually took the proper preventative, action. I mean, they saved a lot of kids from harm.
It was a toy gun.
No, the one that they caught had a toy gun, but I mean, it was 6 other kids involved, and they were all making threats about what they were going to do to each other and stuff like that. So,
well, I think it was a combination of. Then they said something about terroristic threats over the phone as well. So I don't know if those kids did it or it's just a combination of kids doing it around the area. I'm not sure.
Oh, I was assuming that they all were, affiliate. They was all in the same news story. Some was at different school locations, but it just seems like a wave of kids making threats about how they're gonna bring a gun to school or do whatever. And even if it's a toy gun, you got to take action on that,
And it keeps on happening.
School, they had a what is it? I guess the little pamphlet they tell you about the rules, the disciplinary thing. Of course, you had to sign it and send it back then. I don't know if they do that now, but you actually had to read it. And that's something that little things like that, if you read it, if it's in there, no toy guns or anything is similar, any kind of weapons or knives or anything, that would be something that you would need to tell your kids.
Mm-hmm.
At least they'll know not to do that. That kid could have very well been, he brought it innocently, because it's a gun. So
I don't know if that story didn't seem innocent to me.
They're not elementary school kids, so
Yeah.
11-year-old?
12.
Well, I know they didn't think about the severity of what they were doing. I know they couldn't have thought that they were going to go
right.
And felony, no.
Right.
When you were in school, did they arrest kids? Did you see the kids getting arrested?
No, never.
I remember when I was in high school, that's the first time I ever saw a kid get arrested, was in high school. What about you, Dr. Joe?
All the time.
Really?
All the time.
I guess kids can go, I don't know, because I remember somebody broke into our house, right? And how did we find out who? They broke into the house. I forgot. I think I had took my dad's. He had a gun. It was a BB gun. They ate ice cream.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. No. That's how they got caught. Child. Did the little fingerprints, but of course they had. Apparently they did something. I cannot remember how, but I think it's because they did fingerprints. Anyway, called the police. Blah blah blah. So they found the little boy. Well, yeah, found the boy who broke into our house. So they told my dad, and they were like, okay, you know, you can press charges on the guy, on the little boy, whatever you know, you go to jail. So my dad said, no, I don't want to press charges. He said, but I do want to take him to church. So I get his mom agreed or whatever. So we took the little boy to church. I just remember because he had my radio was gone. I had a radio. He took my radio. And my New Edition tape and my radio was gone. And I remember going to church, sitting in the car, and right next to this boy that just broke into my house, stole my radio and my and we went to church. Yep. Mm-hmm. He went to church with.
That's
if
all
you saw the boy now, would you remember how he looked?
I just remember he was a fair skinned young man. He had like an afro, you know, and he was little. He was little, but I didn't know him from school or anything. He very well could have gone to my school, but I'm not sure. But then when thinking about it now, it's like, how did they get his fingerprint? It was something that he did. He could have been a dropout. I'm not sure. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Broke into your house.
He ate the ice cream.
Ice cream. What kind of ice cream? What kind of ice cream was it?
I was gonna tell you. It was I will use the right word. It was a brown cow, which is the vanilla ice cream on a stick dipped in the chocolate.
Yeah.
We call them brown cows. I don't know what they call them now because actually I used to call them hunkies back then, but that's a different story.
Like, oh, good.
Wow. Brown cows. Wow. That's what they ate. Mm-hmm. That's what he ate. Mm-hmm.
Broke in. It's like, okay, while I'm out here, let me have some ice cream.
Yeah, but they were kids, you know, like
around how old was the kid?
Oh shoot. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. I was in elementary school though, so I don't know. I just remember coming home and I was like, the glass was broken. Somebody broke in my house.
Mm-hmm. And caught the guy. Wow.
Yeah, they caught him.
Wait, he had left already. He had left already, and they caught him.
Yeah, he was gone. Yeah, they called my dad back. You know, we had to get the window fixed and all that. He came in through a window, the kitchen window, which means he had to step in the sink to get to the, step in the sink, get down, whatever. I guess that's how they got all that. But yeah.
Truly, did y'all have 911 coming up?
Excuse yo, I can't. I'm done.
No, because when Thule was coming up, they didn't have 911 at first. 911 was invented is at a certain year. So do you remember not having 911, Thule?
I think it's
I call police unless they had a telephone number directly. It was 911 if I'm not mistaken. See when it was invented. I think so. I don't remember calling a number to call the police other than 911.
All right.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't have it when you was in elementary.
Excuse me. I was not born in 1968. That was my husband, not me.
That's so
I was born in 1972. So it was invented.
In what year in Georgia? How about that? 1977. Bam.
No.
Now, Thule. What you gotta say now? I knew it. 1977. What you gotta say now, Thule?
Are you for real?
Yeah. I know you ain't had 911 when you was coming up. You were grown by then, weren't you?
Wait, but it says it was. I don't get it because it says it was invented after the killing of the murder of Kitty, 1964.
No. So Georgia's 911 emergency was established in 1977. So every state it was established at different times. And in Georgia, it was 1977.
But does that still mean that there was not a 911 dispatch for everybody.
911 telephone number was established. The telephone number.
That can't be true.
Telephone number.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out.
I did not even think about that.
I knew Tula didn't have it. I was just listening to her talk. You didn't have 911.
I don't think it's being.
I don't remember having to know the police number. I guess
the reason why, because you didn't have to remember, because it didn't exist. That's why you don't remember.
So how do they call emergencies?
I'm not talking about 911. I'm talking about the number to the police station.
No. I'm talking about the number 911. What's the number 911 when you were a kid?
Saying is if you don't remember
having to know a number that would dial straight to the police station. Not talking about 911. 762-4437. That goes to the police station. I don't remember that.
Yeah. So how do they get in contact? How was it back there?
So back then, what you have to do is there's a rotary phone. Do you remember a rotary phone, Dr. Joe?
Mm-hmm.
So it was a rotary phone. You would call the operator and you report it to the operator.
Ah, that's probably what happened. Yes.
Mhm.
I remember talking to the operator. Yes. Operator.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I can, believe it or not, Tuli, I can remember picking up the phone, speaking to the operator.
Yes, I could too. I can too.
I remember that. Especially if you want to place like a long distance dial, a phone call, whatever, you have to call the operator. Yeah.
Wow.
It's the operator, give me the police. Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah. So see, I just look,
That's right, because New Edition. Yes. When he calls operator. When he said, because my baby wouldn't hang up on me.
Wow, I remember all that. I remember when
telephone man on my line.
I remember when they invented Star 69. I remember when they invented call waiting.
I remember that too.
Star 67.
Oh gosh.
Star something else to know who called you. You call and be like, who called me? And they'll tell you who called
Star 69.
Star 69, yeah.
Yeah, I think Star 67, that still work today, I think.
What is that?
I think that's how you block your number when you call somebody from an unknown number. You put Star 67, you can call them from an unknown number.
Mm-hmm. Why did they invent that? Interesting. Now you have me thinking.
Hey, look at that comment right there. She say, man, call waiting. Oh, she remember that call waiting. Oh, yeah, I remember. You be in the house, you want your mom to get on the phone. I'm spending the phone call. I wish y'all get off the phone.
Oh my.
Man, I tried calling you, but the line was busy. Like, man, I'm on the phone.
My sister, we had two lines in our house though, but that's because I had, my siblings are so much older, they were working. My sister had a job.
Oh, that's right. You was the baby. Oh.
But I couldn't use her phone now. I'm just saying it wasn't a thing about her. I never saw them batting about using a phone because it was another phone.
Oh, I got you. Dr. Joe, they said that Star 67 was actually a prank. It's perfect for prank calling. Fun times. You can call people from prank numbers.
Yeah, but I don't think it was invented for prank calling. I'm just saying, like, why was it invented for?
That's the reason. You can hide your numbers for privacy. So if you want to call someone and you did not want them to have access to your phone number, then you'll do Star 67.
No, I understand that. But you know how like 911 was invented because of a particular reason? It was explained there in Alabama, something happened, and then they came up with 911. I wonder what caused that,
All right, I tell you what, let's look it up. Let's find out. I will do a Google search for you, and we'll see what Google saying.
I think it caused trouble sometimes. There
it is.
Okay.
It was invented to allow callers to block their caller ID.
Do y'all remember dialing a joke? You remember that dial a joke number? You can listen to a joke.
Yeah, and I remember some other numbers you could call. Listen to something else too. That I remember.
Okay.
So you go to the payphone and call them from the payphone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I remember a world with payphones. everywhere. So yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. But no, I'm glad to hear that y'all week and everything been going real smooth. Y'all sound like y'all in good health. Everybody healthy?
Everybody healthy.
Y'all taking y'all vitamins and stuff, staying on top of stuff, getting that whatever it is. I opened my medicine cabinet. I got so much stuff in there. I think the doctor could come to me for some medicine.
Yeah.
Really?
I got so much kind of herbs and
Oh, you talk about vitamins and herbs.
and everything you could think of. I think I got it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm almost finished with my colon cleaner, so that's what I've been doing. Yeah.
All right.
Getting that colon.
How's that going?
You know what? I tell you what, it hit me. It hit me last night doing service last night. Ooh.
Gosh.
That thing hit me. But I say no. I say I'm gonna hold on to it real quick. I say I got to go home because it's one of the ones you just got to take a shower afterward.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. How are men so comfortable speaking about this topic?
That's a part of everyday life. Everybody go through it. See, I'm a love doctor. See, I'm a life coach. So I help people navigate through the vicissitudes of life. So I discuss all that. We talk about all that.
Now I'm curious. When you guys date and you guys let's say by emergency you have to hear that girlfriend use number 2. Do you guys get turned off by that? Is that something you guys find nasty? I mean, Preacher's not here to tell me his opinion. It's only one person opinion, but for you, like, if you find that nasty?
If I'm on a date,
like you're dating this girl, it's not the first date, but you're dating her, and then she has to use the bathroom, and you get to hear her, like, and it's. Do you guys find that nasty?
I haven't had to hear her.
Okay, but would you find it
at a
nasty?
restaurant or something? I just wait at the table and she'll just go to the bathroom, and I'll stay out there and I'll enjoy my steak.
Okay, would you? Okay, but would you find it nasty if you were?
Tuli, what are you saying, Tuli? What you just said?
I'm saying you listen to the question. Said if you heard it, would you consider it nasty? Not that you.
No, not if I heard her going to the bathroom. Ain't nothing nasty about hearing it. It's as nasty if you smell it, but hearing it, no.
Will you be turned off to the point where, like, oh no, I'm not marrying the girl. I'm not dating her anymore.
So women can't fart and they can't do all that around me. That's not allowed. That's all discussed ahead of time before we even leave. Matter of fact, if I have to tell you that, then you don't need to be going on no date.
Okay.
Women is private. Dudes can do stuff that women can't, and that's one of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So for him, if he discusses this topic about they're not allowed to do this stuff in front of him.
You know what?
I respect that.
You just finished celebrating your 1-year anniversary, Dr. Joe. Have you done the do in front of your husband?
No, I have not. I don't feel comfortable doing this, but again, that's why I'm asking. Like some women do. I mean, it is what it is. I respect that.
Tuli, do you feel comfortable?
I don't do that in front of my husband. So only because it becomes, national news. If I had privacy in my house,
that's so true. It will be over for you, Tuli.
I mean, it's national news, so no. I like to keep to myself.
It will be over for you.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Exactly. And I talk about that in my book. That women, y'all gotta stay women, y'all gotta stay selective in privacy, keep some stuff to yourself. So
but some men don't care.
Y'all keep that to yourself in private. You know what I'm saying?
Why couldn't that be kept to? I mean,
I wonder, like, what's the difference? Like, how come men are like okay? Like, how come you guys are? I would say I don't want to say allowed, but why is it okay for you guys to do it and then not okay for? I don't want to do it, but I'm just curious to know what's the difference.
Because we're men. Now, next question.
Okay. Man, I would love for all the women here to start talking to you about this.
They all right. They all right. They be all right. Tula all right. It's about knowing your role. You know, everybody run their house different. You know what I'm saying?
That's
It's about
true.
knowing your role. Y'all ladies, y'all be ladies. You know what I'm saying? You go
Mhm.
high. You know what I mean? I think every dude saw it, even in public, when you like be at somewhere and the lady get up and she have her purse with her, she just tip on toe, go freshen up, and be gone for 10, 15, 20 minutes and come on back. You know, do you?
You just don't want to know. Like you kind of know, but you don't want to know.
I don't want to smell nothing.
Oh my gosh.
If
Well,
I
now that
smell
you're
it,
married,
that's a felony. That's a
but
felony.
now that you're married, like what do you do?
I don't do nothing. I will tell you this much. Here's what I've noticed. I've noticed that throughout the day, my house will smell like so much rosy air freshener. I just smell the air freshener all over.
And you know that it was a time
Like,
of
man,
day.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I smell some air freshener. Wow, that air freshener smell really good.
Woo, marriage life.
Yeah,
Is
all throughout the house, I just smell air freshener throughout the day. I smell some air freshener every now and then. Oh yeah.
okay. So so your wife is not allowed to doodle in front of you to like
She do whatever she want to do. She do whatever she want to do. She choose not to.
Preacher says it seals the marriage. Just saying. I haven't sealed it yet.
Hey, she could do whatever she want to. She just chooses not to. You know what I'm saying? And like they were saying in the election, you know, I want to give women rights. I support women in their rights.
Sure.
Oh yeah. That's definitely what I support. I support women. I support their rights. All the stuff they do. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. But no, the week and everything's been going really, really well with me, and I'm glad all has been going well with y'all. Glad to see y'all one more time. With the commissioner.
But before we leave, the weather is getting cold. People are getting sick. Recommendations are usually given by Tuli during this time. What are your recommendations to keep healthy? You know, avoid that cold, that flu that everyone's getting around.
I recommend that you guys make sure that you're trying to be intentional about drinking warm things. That's why people usually, this will help you prevent weight gain during the winter, because some people forget, because sometimes being in the house and being cold make you want to snuggle up and just eat ice cream and eat good stuff. But I want you to try to be intentional about putting warm things in your belly so that your oven can still burn. Don't forget you're adding wood to your stove.
Okay.
Think about it. Summer has to burn, so you got to add wood. So get that belly down, work it, burn it. That's what I
drink some warm tea.
You said don't do cold water, right?
I didn't say don't do cold water, because sometimes your body may require you to do it. Your body will tell you what you need. Sometimes I'm not going to say that I never drink cold water. It's one time I do, but if I can have a choice, I would choose not to. But then there's sometimes that my body tells me, okay, get some cold water. Drink, at least start with one bottle of cold water. So I would say.
You said start your day. I'm sorry, so you said start your day with a bottle of warm water or like room temperature.
I don't know. Usually, I just do a room temperature water in the morning. Yeah.
Okay.
That's when I'm taking my my supplement. Is usually with room temperature water.
Okay. Well, thank you about those advice.
That's what I've been doing. I've been doing room temperature water too. I've been doing it for probably about, I think you told me that maybe about 4, 6, 5 weeks ago. And I've been doing it since then. You know what? I actually like room temperature water now. Before I had a pressure, it gotta be cold, but now I like room temperature water. And I take my water and I keep it in a thermos, something similar to this. Yes. And I take it with me throughout the course of the day and keep it on me. So it's pretty good.
Do you think you drink more because of that? You think you're drinking more? Not because of that, but have you noticed?
I do drink more water now. As a matter of fact, I cut down on my juices. I rarely do juices.
Good.
It's probably easier to drink something that's not cold because it's more, accessible. Because you think you got to get a cold water, I get home, give me some ice to get a cold, it's a whole lot of drama with something being cold. So it's, I think you probably do that because it's readily accessible.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you know what? This is the time of the show where everybody get to exercise how creative they are by coming up with the saying. And me being a gentleman that I am, I'm going to allow the ladies to go first. So, ladies, take it over.
Joe.
I would say listen to advice. It'll help you get old. It'll help you get to an old age.
Okay. Okay.
Listen to advice. It'll get you far. There you go.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go with it's gonna get to an old age, and we're gonna go to it's getting you far.
Advice.
I'm gonna build off of yours.
Advice.
All right.
Make it hard.
So speaking of advice, the best advice I can give y'all is
I got one.
If each one can reach one, we could teach one. Yeah.
Did you say that before?
That's my advice.
Yeah, always. Don't get old without being told.
Nah, that don't. Explain that.
Explain that to you. Don't get old without being told. That means you should listen to somebody telling you something. Listen to what people tell you sometimes. Don't get old like nobody can tell you anything. Don't be.
But that's
don't
not
get,
what you said. That's not what you said, though.
I had to explain what I was. I said, don't get old without being told. That's what I said.
Because you could get old without being told. Sounds like a riddle. Sounds like a riddle.
That's wrapped up in an enigma.
Woo!
It's up here, though. It's up here. It's going off. Fireworks and everything going off up here on that one.
Wow. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Well, what you got the professional for saying for what you got for us? What you got?
What's the Google one?
I don't do that. Happiness is an inside job.
Okay, now I understand that. I like that. Dr. Joe, what you think about that?
It is. It's true. I agree with her. I like that.
Now I like that. I thought that was pretty good. That was outstanding.
Don't get old without working on that happiness.
Woo! With that being said, Dr. Joe and Tool, I want y'all to take us home. Woo! Yeah!
We're about to take it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Lee on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love got me going live on the radio. 2 mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up 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 on the radio. 2 mics and a mind. 2 mics and a mind. 2 mics and a mind. 2 mics. Watch this. And a mind.
All right, you do something better, I'll do something better. We'll be better together. Until next week, thanks for listening. Good night.
Hey, y'all.